So we got Elijah and Moses raising havoc for 3.5 years. It's not raining, things are going bad, crops are failing. Water's getting turned into blood. There's going to be I was thinking the 10 plagues in Egypt. Probably all those things are going to be happening. Lice, darkness, maybe all except the firstborn death. But so this is going to go on. It's not going to be a happy time on earth. In the meantime, I think the two witnesses are going to be telling the Jews all during the day when they're walking around Jerusalem that Jesus is Lord. He's the one that you need to worship. And plus we've got the 144,000 Jews running around preaching. So it's going to be, I think, the biggest revival in the history of the world is going to be after the rapture of the church. And because a lot of people are going to realize they missed it. And a lot of those people maybe haven't been born again. So they, of course, then I guess it's too late to be born again at that time, but they could still really truly give their lives to Jesus, and somehow they'll be marked with the Holy Ghost. So when they die, they will go to heaven. But during going back to the story, back when it gets to be mid-tribulation time, Apollyon is going to be released from the pit along with all the little flying locusts with scorpion tails and women's hair and all that stuff for 5 months, torturing people who don't have the seal of the living God on them. But eventually Apollyon, he's going to take over the guy that's going to be Antichrist, and that guy's probably going to be dead at the time, because somebody's going to kill him, I think. The stories in Revelations how that happens, but anyway, then Antichrist is going to go make war with the two witnesses, and he's going to kill them. He's the only one that had the power to kill them, so, or God allowed it anyway. And they're going to make it sure that those two witnesses aren't buried. They're going to make them lie in the streets dead. Probably their plan was let them rot there, so people in the whole world, it said everybody in the whole world will see them. Of course, nobody believed that until these days when we got the internet, and everybody in the world will be able to see them laying there. And the whole world is so happy that they send presents to each other. And I always said, maybe this is going to happen at like Christmas time or something. But whenever it is, the world's going to be happy. And for 3.5 days, they're going to lay there in the streets of Jerusalem and till God one day says, time for you boys to get up, and he raises them up, and they're alive. The whole world gets to see that, and then he tells them to come on up here, and they ascend into heaven. And the whole world then is shocked. They know that God did that. And then things just go on, and we're at mid-trib. You know, later, I'm just telling the bad things that are happening right now. I want to go back to the first part of tribulations and talk a little more about that. But I just want you to be able to tell people that it's so important to be ready to go in the rapture. Because I'm telling you, you don't want to be in this mess when it's going on. You think things are bad right now, it's going to be much worse then. So anyway, like I said, later I'm going to talk some more, but I've talked too much for tonight. So like I said, I'm going to head on out. So you guys be blessed. Make sure you're born by the water and by the blood, by the Spirit. Okay, I'm done for tonight.